I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you liked the build. If you have any questions, reach out. Make sure you, what do all the famous like Instagram, TikTok, or YouTubers say? They're like, follow, subscribe, click the little bell. Alright guys, so less than 24 hours after I sold that van, I was on my way to go buy another van. That one did not turn out very well. That's an interesting story, but here's about 36 hours after I sold that first van, and here's the story. So basically I bought this other van. It's a 2006 Dodge Mercedes-Benz Sprinter. It's actually all Mercedes. They only used the Dodge name to get around tariffs, which is kind of interesting. I didn't know that. It's got a 2.7 liter 5-cylinder turbo diesel engine. Here's a quick little look at it. I didn't really get to take too many videos, but I had just bought that little mini fridge to make sure that it would be good. So here's some pictures of the outside. Overall, it was really pretty. I like the color of it. Everyone loves the water on the bottom, so it's just really cool. I thought you might enjoy looking at some of these pictures, and then now let's go enjoy the mountainous drive home. Alright, well, we shall see how it goes. At least it's pretty if I do die. I'm nervous, but it'll be okay. Has to be okay, right? So I didn't really do a full video tour yesterday because, well, I just bought it yesterday and it was dark by the time I got it back. But let me give you, there is some old pictures of it originally. I was in here last night just destroying it, and that's good. I need to, like, I'm getting ready to get rid of it. But I just took this wall down, now I can finally see. So let me show you a tour of it right now. It looks horrible, but that's okay. You get to see the before, the after. So here we go. Alright guys, so I was just showing you in this video the outside of the van. You can see me standing next to it. I was actually able to, even reaching my hand up, not be able to touch the top from the outside. It was a demolition site to begin with. As you can see, I started tearing it up. There was a leak in the ceiling right there that I ended up using fiberglass to repair it. But that is a little bit of how it looked in the beginning. So, I have not taken very many videos of the van, but it's really just been demoing it to basically get it to the point of a blank cargo van. So I had to, you know, they originally had this as like a little camper, but it was all messed up. So it's been my job to fix it. So, let me give you a tour of what I have, what I'm going to be doing from here, and yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy watching it, and let's go. A lot of gutting it, but so it's a 2006, which is the best year. Look it up. 2006 Dodge Sprinter. Like I said, 171,000 miles. For these is nothing. I know it seems like higher, but it's not. Got this little thing from Temu here, but it's not too bad. But this whole thing was kind of a camper that they did, but they did it so bad and messed up, so I've just gutted it completely. This is all shiny and brand new now. So once I get the solar panel up, the AC up, I could just put some insulation real quick and then do the boards like I did in my last van. Then the ceiling will be done. Life will be easy because then I can just replace the floor. Ooh! Wow! Caught that on camera. Put the flooring down. And then the walls and some electric and stuff. But yeah. Alright guys, so I'm going to do you the luxury of not listening to me. So I sped up the video. I'm basically talking about how I repaired the roof with fiberglass, got that all repaired, repainted over it, and got the ceiling fan in. This is how good this stuff is. This is where the big old hole was. No problem. But yeah, so I'm gonna have a solar panel like this. 3 of them. and then air conditioned back here. The air condition's 31 by 31 and a half by 31 and a half, so it's gonna like just barely fit on with all these solar panels, but it'll work out. So I said, hey guys, what's up? It's Doug Vince. Anyways, so I took that little like foam underlayment off. I took everything down. I'm not using that original floor, and it smelled, and I'm glad I cleaned underneath it, folks. It's really good. So once again, because I'm all-knowing and absolutely the most intelligent human being on earth, I laid down that wood that was there as a template, and then I basically put my I put the flooring down over it, so it was super easy to cut to size. It's super easy. Same thing here. Now I'm just kind of walking around showing you guys. Yes, I did indeed cut it all really good. I think I had missed a corner. I had to go back and cut after that. But yeah, it was a good way to do it, so it's just all cut to size and ready to go. I realized I don't think I showed you the progress I did make yesterday, so floor is all good and perfect. So yeah, right now I'm gonna start putting in that floor. It's gonna be fancy. Well, I gotta screw this one down really quick, but yeah. Alrighty. So I guess I still gotta clean it, but pretty solid and pretty nice and good. My head is like definitely gonna be rubbing the. Oh, I look crazy. Definitely gonna be rubbing the top panel, but that's okay. Cause well, yeah, it'll be fun. Either way, it's crazy. So it stands. Not bad. It's my home for the next 12 days. Not too bad though. So I'm standing here in the van, which you'll see. This is my home for the next 12 days. Here's what I'll say. Perhaps it was a little bit too daring. Just perhaps it was a little bit too big. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. That thing is ridiculous. Oh well, I'm gonna go return it and buy a smaller one. Alright, this is much more reasonable. Because that when it's too tall, it starts to come into where it curves in. That was the problem. This is actually fine. If anything, it helps me envision the space a bit better. So yeah, guys, I had put up some lights. I was getting the insulation up. And I will say, I was living in this project for a little bit while I was building it. And I want to tell you something. It's actually kind of helpful because you get an idea of where things need to be going. You know, what you need to be building with. What improvements that you need to make. And I wanted to just be fully engrossed into it. So I stayed in it for 2 weeks while I was initially building it. And then I moved back into the house because, I mean, who wants to live in a dusty van while you're working on it, right? So this was kind of just like a tester. I wanted to see what kind of improvements I'd want to make. But yeah, I don't really know what I'm doing here. I guess I'm just pointing to a bunch of materials, being a little special, but yeah, I mean, let's move on. So this is kind of the upgrade. Got the ceiling up. Got this up for privacy right now. And I got my bed back here. I can't finish the ceiling until the air condition comes in. But this actually makes it so much like more cozy. Having the ceiling over here, it just looks so cool. So guys, if you're going to build a van, you got to insulate it correctly. So I use a spray foam closed cell insulation. And that's going to keep you nice and toasty when it's cold, and it's going to keep you nice and cold when it's burning hot out, like in California here. I swear, guys, I have to like cut out so much garbage when I'm editing these videos, but basically I covered over that spray foam insulation with this bubble foil insulation because I just want to make sure I get as much as I can. It's a very you know, I live in very extreme weathers, so I want to make sure I'm prepared for anything. And I went ahead and put the long boards up for framing. Guys, I don't know why I included this video. I don't know why it was cracking me up. So I went ahead and I put in the swivel seat, and I couldn't get it to work, so I had to buy a second one because this was faulty. But it took me forever, and I was trying to see how it works from underneath. I don't know. Enjoy the video. Alright, folks. Well, it is 2:30 in the morning, but figured I'd give you an update here. So I did the spray foam closed cell insulation. I put this on top as just an extra R4 value of insulation. I want this thing to hold heat like crazy. That's why we did the floor. That's why we did the ceiling. That's why we're doing the walls and going crazy. Because we really want to hold in and be efficient with our 800 watts an hour of solar and our AC and everything. Like, we want to be good. So this is really important. And I just did the absolute best I possibly could. So then we did the framing. There's a little bit more framing we can do. But this should be pretty dang good. We've got the electric we ran here. I still have to finish this side, actually. Obviously the lights are going to be away from it, but so I'm going to run it up through the ceiling, actually, and then come back down by the other part. But for the most part, it's doing pretty good. There's a few pieces on the bottom we got to put down before we panel, but should be pretty much good to go. I would have continued and finished, but I ran out of wire, so. But that is where we're at with the van. The AC's supposed to be here, allegedly, on, well, they say I got a scheduled pickup, so I'm thinking Wednesday I'll be able to go down and go get it. We shall see. Hopefully. But either way, I love these power outlets. I mean, these are solid. Solid. This is the way it's supposed to be. I really like it, and I'm very, very happy with it. So yeah, that's the van, folks. We're getting there. Just gotta keep going. So this is my first time using the nail gun. Oh my god. It's pretty cool though. It's gonna make life a lot easier. Alright. So we got 2 of the panels up. I guess there's I can't put this one up here, unfortunately. But I might just get away with this because that panel will go up there. I'll probably pre-cut it, but then see how much is left over. It might fit right here perfectly, which means we'll probably need maybe 1 or 2 more to go on the bottom parts. Bottom parts back here don't really matter because it's under the bed frame anyways, but I am thirsty though. Alright, a day done well. Look at this. I'm excited. Well, my electric has worked flawlessly. Obviously, I just got to put the covers on and make it pretty. But I got to wash all this first, and I don't know. I debate painting it because I just don't like how it looks. But then I'm like, I don't know. That's a lot. But these are just the 2 panels that I got to actually cut. Well, I just got to buy 1 panel to cover this. I'll pre-cut it, and then I'll cut the end off so I can put it here. But that's where it's at right now. And then, like I said, I'm just waiting for the air conditioner so I can just finish this. I already have it pre-cut. Put up this last panel. All the electric is really good. It's been running the fridge for a while. Yeah, it's pretty big in here. Alright, so this little gap, it's going to be a trim piece. Trim piece, trim piece. And then up on the top there'll be trim. But, here we go. Look at this. Doesn't that look nice? It's all nice and done. I got to put insulation over those wheel wells with that wrap again. But, besides that, Just waiting on the air condition so I can finish the ceiling and get the panels permanently up on that one side, but I'm not gonna complain. It's not too bad right now. This thing is insane. I took off the top cover and they have it in like this big old box. It's like kind of cool. I feel like it was damaged. So it's pretty much as big as the box. It's like, this thing is like sturdy as well. And I'm like, I can't believe it. I don't know how this ginormous air conditioner, of course it'll keep me cool, but how on earth is it gonna like, I don't know. I'm just like, how does it only use 600 watts? That's what blows my mind. I mean, this thing is like, it's really, really big. Like, I mean, I guess there's my elbow to my hand. It's like halfway. It's very big. But this is crazy. Here we are. I got the 4 holes done. So now, time to put a hole in this roof. Just a typical day, you know. Just on a hole in the roof, you know. It's very typical. See, now this, I can actually... No, I can't fit in there, but I can put my head up there. It's kind of cool. So, I had ended up installing it. This is, I think, a quick video of me just testing it. I was very excited. It was very tremendous. And I turned it on and it worked. I could not have, like... I really don't have any more space than this. This was perfect. And then that's where the wires are gonna go. And I'm gonna put a washer on each side, and then use a super thick polyurethane to seal it. All the wires for solar, everything. I rounded it along here. Go out under the bed. I think tomorrow I might build the bed, I don't know. So this is going to be the closet. And these 2 boards on the side is where the hydraulic shocks are going to go. So even though the bed's going to be on it, I know you're like, oh, it's going to be heavy. You have like 2 200-pound raising shocks. So it'll be fairly easy to just lift up and it'll do all the work for you. But yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. And I put my clothes in there and things like that. So, happy days. And look at that, folks. Look at that. It's beautiful. Ooh, look at that. All organized. Happy days. Officially, how it is. Oh, it's so pretty. I mean, that's a pretty setup right there. Alright, so got the cabinet all done. I'm tired, but here we go. Alright, so here's when you walk in. Alright. So this is the sink one. Well, I'm gonna go grab the sink. I'll show you how it'll fit or whatever. I'm gonna grab the stove, but this is basically how it'll look. So there it is. Pretty cool. So, air conditioner wasn't working. It's a very common thing. The temperature control module, basically that whole thing in the middle, controls everything. So I had to get that rebuilt. Ooh, nice and done now. Nice and clean, no scuffs, no foot marks from my shoes or nothing like that. So now I'm just gonna go get the trim and place it along. Alright, all the trim is done. Look at the wall plates are good. These are iffy. Guys, kind of a mess right now. I just cleaned it, but I figured, you know what? The sunset is really nice right now. It's nice and washed. So I figured I would go ahead. I couldn't find my GoPro. I might have lost it. So I was like, you know what? I got to take some good footage of this anyways. And let me show you guys a little bit about the absolute ultimate stealth van and all that it has to offer. So here we go. Covering my license plate, but well, there you go. Here it is. So it's a Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van built in 2006. It has a 2.7 liter turbocharged and 5-cylinder engine. Well, I guess there goes the license plate. Oh, I just walked into that. How do you like that? Wow, that really hurt. But we're gonna keep the footage because we're real. Anyways, up top we have 800 watts of solar. That's right, 4 200-watt panels. We have a little just normal air ventilated fan. And over here we have a highly efficient Velvet rooftop air condition. Uses about 600 watts on turbo mode, 300 watts on energy efficiency mode, and it works absolutely perfect. Man, folks, I might have just concussed myself. I am really having a headache right now, but I hit it very, very hard. But anyways, here's the rest of the outside of the van. So, I also air condition, runs ice cold, upgraded, seat covers, upgraded radio with navigation, Bluetooth, all the fun stuff, and ice cold air condition. It's got about 176,000 miles, and this is a quadruple layer thermal curtain. No light's gonna get through this. Nobody would ever know you're in this. I also have cut to fit. You'll notice some Velcro here. It's very, very minimal, but that's because I also have cut to fit reflective material. So in the day, if it's really, really hot, you want to get all sun out of this van, you can put those on. But without further ado, let us enter the van. Folks, that is pretty much the van. What I love about it is that I'm about 6 foot and I can actually walk around in here. I don't have to worry about hitting my head. And then here's the actual fan. This will automatically go up, down. It blows air in, out, whatever you want. It's pretty great. Also, for the actual air condition, it is Bluetooth, so I can control it with my phone. Let me show you guys. It's completely Bluetooth. I control it from my phone. Right now you have eco mode, night mode, power mode, fan, just standard mode. I keep it on eco all the time because it works so well, especially with my quadruple thermal curtain that doubles as a projector screen. Let me show you guys. Trying to figure out the projector here. And see, if you really want to, you can just enjoy the projector on the white screen. It's quite nice. It's quite nice. So we'll go ahead and close this on up over here. Nice. And by the way, the projector, I just want to point out a nice thing. Oh, there's the thing. But all of these have it's a special clip that clips it in place. That's nice and quiet when you're driving, but keeps everything from flying open. Same thing with the refrigerator. You just press these two buttons. Oh, it's cold in there. And that keeps this nice and solid. Obviously, this is all bolted down. Everything's all safe. Well, folks, that pretty much wraps up the van. There's a lot of little features in here that I haven't shown. Maybe in the future I'll make some other videos to try to give a little bit more excitement. I just didn't do the best at videoing everything because I was focused on just getting it done. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, follow, subscribe, whatever you want to do. And yeah, there's going to be plenty more ahead. Probably more builds in the future. And there's a lot of solar everything that I can give advice for. So just let me know what you guys want to see and I'll do better. But thank you. And thank you for joining.